Hey guys, what's going on? Not Taco Cabana. The lighting's kind of sketchy, right? Um, so I just got done with my doctor's appointment. She's gonna do a sleep study. I showed a sleep study report from 2012. Outside of that, she didn't really do much. I told her about my cognition, which is back, by the way. My severe brain fog. I can't tell if I'm up or asleep. That's for one. She didn't do nothing. Told her about my thyroid issues, and once again, being my PCP, she believes some person. I don't know if she's married, but I bet her husband or her kids tell her what to do. Just like she's saying that the endocrinologist that she referred me to stated that I didn't have thyroid issues and that I didn't have brain encephalopathy. First of all, endocrinologists cannot make that determination on the brain disease. She looked at my TSH levels and it was fine. Well, but my TPO and my thioglobulin wasn't fine. Right? It wasn't fine. At all. Beef and cheese. But I mean, it wasn't fine at all, man. I mean, it's interesting though, because my stuff is not fine, but they'll say it's fine, or they'll be like, it's fine, but we don't know why you're sick. I don't get it. My TSH was fine. My thyroid antibodies were high, which is the definitive test for thyroid disorders with Hashimoto's. And you're going to turn around and say that I don't have thyroid issues. It doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, I got a book. Well, my hands are preoccupied, but I got a book that even states the same damn thing. That's what it says. But according to my endocrinologist, there's nothing wrong with me, which they always seem to say that, even though there's shit wrong with me. I mean, even some of my other hormones are low, like my DHEA is low, which is actually an important steroid hormone. Ignored. You're fine. The thing is when it gets bad enough, see, that's what they do. They wait for your thyroid to actually burn out. And then they give you thyroid medications. Like Synthroid or Armor or whatever. Never addressing anything. If your pulse is fast, take some beta blockers or anxiety medication. I mean, the interesting thing is, I was at the hospital a couple months ago. I told them about my Hashimoto's, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that could cause heart issues." That's just funny, right? But I just think it's interesting that I told my physician about this. I also told her that my neurologist did a brain scan finally, and even showed the encephalopathy, the brain disease. And she reverts back to the endocrinologist. It's like I told her that I've been having reactive hypoglycemia. And I think she was talking about the endocrinologist again. Maybe, I don't know. I think we changed the subject. But yeah, nothing was done. You don't have diabetes, so we're not going to worry about it. Come back when you have diabetes. Right? But you can read medical books that talk about this glycemia, dysregulation. This is from these books, the same books they read, or similar ones. Pathology, anatomy, physiology, pathophysiology, biology, immunology. I think they're just more focused on pharmacology, to be honest. That's suppressed with drugs. Or your thyroid gets so messed up, they cut it out. And even then, you can still have issues. Say they cut it out and they regulate you with Synthroid or whatever. This is just pathophysiology, man. This is the shit they went to school for. So I don't get it. I don't get how a person can have all these issues. I just don't get that. I really don't. I mentioned a couple other things and nothing. She's like, I don't know, man. You got a lot of health issues. I'm like, wow. Told her about my dilated heart thing, right, RV, and I was like, couldn't that be cardiomyopathy? And she's like, yeah, maybe, but not necessarily. I just know there's no cure for cardiomyopathy. And I got that from a medical pathophysiology book. I even asked her, like I showed her, and she looked at it, and she chuckled. She's like, almost like, wow, almost like this guy's, reading medical books, like, oh my God. I'm sure she did. Which is bullshit, because you know what? It's sad when a patient's actually trying to figure out what the hell is wrong. Even going back to the textbooks, medical textbooks, the same stuff that these doctors learned, right? But these doctors will turn around and just like, oh, well, he's a hypochondriac. He's preoccupied with reading medical books. But they're not even trying to do anything. Right here, it hurts, man. Right here. Right here, it feels weird. It feels like a knocking. I mean, it's not a knocking, but it's like it feels like a hard tap that happened. Oh, this cop is just like standing out here, outside. Looking sketchy, to be honest. wow, we might actually have some action. Oh wow, I can't trim the camera, or I would. Somebody's going into this place. There's 2 cop cars right now. I guess there's some drama or something. Total of 3 cops. 1 went in. Another one is going in. I'm assuming they're gonna go in too. All 3 of them. It's crazy. But yeah, I think that's weird. Is I'm going into a doctor's office trying to get help. Instead of actually like trying to figure out what's wrong, let's do these tests, and then when they come back, they're non-specific, even though they're abnormal. They're non-specific or unremarkable, or whatever the case is. So now you're spending all this money, if you even got the money, for these doctors. You're spending your time, your energy. You just had all these tests done, and some of these tests could affect you later in life. You know, like radiation or radioactive isotopes. I mean, yeah, they leave your body pretty quickly, but what does it do on a cellular level? You know? I mean, they're already finding out that people that's getting CT scans actually, you know, they're actually getting cancer here and there. But yeah, like I told her, I was like, with my cognition, it gets so bad I can't tell you if I'm up or passed out. I mean, what if I had kids or something? What if I was driving and all of a sudden I had this episode? Right now, my head feels, I don't know, I feel really weird right here. It's like I did that real hard. I don't know, man. Something's wrong with me. But she's like, I don't know. And at first it's like, you got mental issues. Or you got anxiety. Or I just don't know. Or you're whatever, hypochondriac. I mean, think about that. How dare you say that? You know, I think there should be responsibility in general. There's none. There's no accountability. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do. You know, I give praise to doctors. But what I don't like is when doctors ignore their patients. They ignore the education that they learned, or at least was given. Instead, just saying a person's crazy and giving them antidepressants or whatever. Or cutting stuff out. Oh, you don't need that. Or whatever the case is. I mean, I've lost count how many times I've actually gone to the hospital. I had at least $150,000 in debt. None of them did anything. You know, Western medicine, they want you to have a heart attack. They want you to have thyroid issues so bad that you have to like do radiation and get it cut out or whatever the case is. You know, you got dementia or Alzheimer's, they want you to have that. And even then, there's no cure for that. It's like they don't try to catch it early. They don't care. And when you tell them, you're being disrespectful somehow. I just don't get that. Like I even asked like the nurse or whoever she was. I was like, what's the deal? Like, why is it that, when a person comes in and they have like if they're sick or whatever, they get a shot or a pill or whatever, and that's it, right? I mean, maybe I didn't say that really right. Maybe that wasn't really the right question I should have said, but, and they're just like, eh. But then again, people come in with chronic health issues, and it's just like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. Here's some drugs. Get some surgery. I don't know. You're a hypochondriac. I don't know. Maybe that question didn't really go over well, to be honest. But I did get into like pathophysiology and anatomy and all this other stuff like the body, the systems. She didn't really seem to have an answer. I'm just wondering why doctors aren't helping people with chronic health issues. Don't tell me they don't care, man. They went to medical school. I'm not saying that they're going to be able to like cure shit or whatever. But, with all the doctors that I've seen, I should have been figured out by now and not just rolled as some crazy loony person. Oh wow, that's crazy. The way these cops were, like one was just kind of like standing by the building or whatever on the DL. And I guess he called his homeboys and they all got drinks. Wow. Nutritional drinks like that. That's funny, actually. I mean, I think about my previous doctor. I gained 74 pounds in 2.5 years, right? 74 pounds in 2.5 years. And she said all that was that was muscle. Even though I told her I was losing muscle. And I was getting fat. In fact, I got so fat that I got stretch marks in my stomach. She didn't really seem to care about that. The brain issues that I had, she didn't care about that. Then I got the PET scan. Well, that was after the fact, but didn't care about that. The thyroid issues, the memory issues, all that, didn't care about that. Didn't care. The bouts of low blood sugar, didn't care. Didn't care much about anything, to be honest. Because she said right off the bat, I'm not going to do the test that you want me to do. I'm going to do the test that I want. It's crazy though, right? I mean, she didn't really do anything. I mean, even when I was seeing those neurologists before the new one came in, they did these tests and whatever and said that I had psychiatric issues and that it was all in my head. To the point that they actually stopped seeing me until that one came in. She's like the specialist of the specialist. There's only a couple of her, if that. Well, I think one. I think she's the only one. But yeah, I even asked the neurologist that I was seeing while my eyes watering. Is that ranch salsa? Might get a little noisy. But I was just like, oh, you're fine, there's nothing wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Even though I actually had issues. All the psychological tests, the EEGs, everything showed abnormalities. When I kept asking for a PET scan, they didn't want to do one. And then finally, I got one, and it showed how fucked up I really am. And the only thing that my neurologist wants to do is suppress my immune system. And I'm just thinking, like, you want to suppress my immune system, and then I'm looking at all the doctors that I've seen in general, my PCP, which would probably be in charge of that as well. It was going off of some person stating whatever. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I just know that I've been having stuff like this for the last 14 years. I mean, I've literally been injected, or I've taken medications, thinking it was a certain dose, and the next thing you know, I'm like somewhere else. Like, I'm severely confused. I'm having reactions, and people are coming in yelling at me saying that there was nothing wrong with me a couple minutes ago, that I'm just looking for attention, blah, 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 and called the rent-a-cop punks to throw me out, and then said if I don't get off the property, they're going to call the cops and have me arrested for trespassing. And then you look at the medical records, like his, like, reports and stuff, license, and shows all kinds of stuff. You know? Or the regular that I had. Because I went to the psych thing because I was having issues. Maybe they could figure out what's wrong. They said I had anxiety. By the way, at the same time, I was taking 120... At the same time, I was taking 120 milligrams of Reglan. I was only supposed to be taking 40 3 times a day. Like 40, like increments. So I don't know. Well, I think it was 30 or 40. I don't know. I don't know if it was like 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams or something, but they were just giving me like, whole doses of pills or something. But I guess they were giving me like 40. Yeah. And they gave me 340 pills. Or something, I don't know. But they screwed me up. The funny thing is, I talked to someone later on, some doctor, I think a few months ago or something. They were talking about, oh yeah, I think I was at the hospital. But, I mean, I've had so many issues. I've gone to doctor's offices, hospitals. I show them my little list or whatever, and they automatically say that I'm just a hypochondriac. There's nothing wrong with me. They put me down, and they're like, well, I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah, all these tests keep coming back abnormal. But yet, they don't even try to, think about their textbook days. Like, okay, let's put what I learned into practice. Let's try to figure out. Even if they can't treat me holistically, holistically, I guess, as a whole, Just like, okay, well, why is this person um, having heartburn, right? Well, they don't care. Just give them antacid. Okay, well, biologically, like chemistry-wise, what is that going to do to the body? What other effects is that going to cause on the body? You know? They don't care. I mean, I'm not really about the drugs, but I mean, I'd be more willing to take a drug. Well, not really, but I'd be more willing to take a drug if they could actually figure out, you know, like it's targeted drugs. It's like, okay, if you're having antacid, first of all, why are you having antacid? Or not antacid, but why are you having acid buildup? Well, you think about your pathophysiology, and that, it could be a lot of reasons. One could be the putrefaction of food, fermentation. It could be a lot of things. It could be acidic environment, or you're not making enough, or you're making too much acid or something. It could be a lot of things. But instead of actually trying to figure out what's wrong, oh, here, take a pill. Which eventually is going to screw you up, because it's going to start shutting down other things. Like I was saying in one video, it's like, anytime you seem to have like an infection or something, here, take antibiotics. But they don't even try to say, oh, here, take some probiotics 2 hours before or after. I don't think I've ever been prescribed or recommended probiotics. One time, that's it. That is it. One time. That's all. So I'm just like, wow. So people are taking antibiotics. Well, what is that doing? It's killing the bad, but it's killing the good. And then a person has acid issues. What are you doing? Give an antibiotic, or give them antacids. Well, what does that do? Okay, now that's going to shut down your pumps, which is going to cause proliferation of bad bacteria. And then you just killed all your good guys. So that's not going to help your case. And then all this other stuff, give you radiation. What is that doing on a cellular level? Or on a nervous system level? Neurology level? And then it's like the drugs that are supposed to help you is not helping you, it's actually hurting you. It gets rid of the symptoms, but the problem is it gets rid of the symptoms so much, now you actually have real health issues. And what do? They give you more drugs. And more drugs. And before you know it, your entire body is fucked. It's kind of like I feel like it's duct tape with glass in it or something. Yeah, I think so. It's like little fragments of glass, sand glass. It's on the duct tape. A Band-Aid approach. Every time you move, that glass moves, tears into you. But you're not bleeding. You're good. Eventually, though, you will. Because that glass is razor sharp and it's cutting into your skin. So this is my Dr. Cabana video talking about these kind of issues. Very raw right now. My head feels weird. I've had this like a couple times, but I usually don't get it. Now I'm starting to. Oh wow, that's weird. Now I'm starting to actually feel clammy. But yeah, I don't know. This is just medicine, and I don't think it's just in Texas. I think it's probably nationwide. This is the way that doctors are treating patients. Pretty much. That's how they're treating patients globally. I mean, I wasn't talking, but I saw like some comment or something. You know, I think someone was in Ireland or somewhere, and they were getting the same issues. You know, nobody understands about anything. It's like Hashimoto's. Not a lot of doctors understand Hashimoto's. You know, they're just give you pills, but you're still having symptoms. Oh wow, my chest just popped in a weird way. That was weird. That was very weird. But yeah, I don't know anymore. I have all these damn issues. We have all these damn issues, and we're not being treated fairly. I mean, if you're gonna charge us an ass load of money and everything else, and put us down and whatever, at least have the decency to get off your freaking asses and try to figure out what's actually going on. You know, I understand that diseases are still new and whatever, but when you go to medical school for 7 to 14 years, you should know something. You know? Something. You may not have all the causes, but pathophysiology can go a long way in determining on what could possibly be going wrong. But they don't even try to figure out what's going on. They just do tests, and sometimes they go with a test that's abnormal, but most of the time, even when they're abnormal, they don't do nothing, and you're still having these issues. So that's the horrible thing about that. It sucks, to be honest. And I just wish there was more awareness. You know, hey, doctors can get people better. I'll charge them what you gotta charge them. I mean, I wouldn't go like overboard, but I'll charge them what you gotta charge them, dude. But when you're charging $2, $3, $4, $5+ or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, and then the doctor at the end of the day isn't even doing anything, and at the end of the day you're no better than you was when you first visited. I mean, come on. You look up the statistics. The medical healthcare system is the third leading cause of death in America. One of many thirds. First, second, thirds. I feel like my heart's palpitating. Or something. It feels weird. But I gotta get off soon. Got like 39, 36 minutes. So, in seconds. But, I don't know, I'll probably just walk home. It's a walk though. I mean, it's not that far, but I don't really feel like walking, to be honest. I just wish there was more accountability.
Why do you all, I asked you, first time I asked you, I said, are you into tennis shoes? You say no. I seem like you always like I can tell you though. There's an aspect stuff. I can tell you though. Let me know. I think you always buy you some first or give you some.
Wow. When there's like really hot chicks and you just like, wow, chick, and you just want to like. See, that's another thing. I've lost so much in my life. I have so many health issues. I'd be afraid, to be honest, to have kids. I mean, I want to have kids. But with everything that I have wrong with me, I'm terrified, dude. I'm terrified I have kids and they're going to have as much as I will.
Hey, let me know. I'm cheaper than I'll give you cheaper. I won't touch you. I wasn't gonna touch you. I wasn't gonna charge you above.
That's kind of funny. This black young guy is trying to get some shoes from this old couple. White ladies. Or, I mean, lady. Sir. Man. Mister. I kind of like that. That's funny, though. It feels like it's weird. I don't know. It's like a boom, 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 or something. I don't know. It's like, I don't really feel the pulse. It's just, it's a weird feeling. But I know my GI system is screwed up. I know my brain's screwed up. Don't get me started because they're like, oh, go see your gastro. Your gastro is like, huh? Go see your neurologist. Yeah. I mean, they don't understand the brain gut axis. They don't understand that. You're just like, oh, I'm just a family doctor. I'm just a neurologist. Or an internalist. Or whatever. You know, that's the thing. Like, they just focus on like minute things, like specific section. That's it. They don't focus on the whole thing. I mean, it's just stupid, dude. It's like a car, man. You know, okay, like each system goes to like, okay, well, you see that person, you see that person, you see that person. You know, motor, engine, ignition, or the alternator, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if the mechanics did the same thing as doctors did, they would be fucked. But yeah, I'm gonna get off. So I'm gonna go take a walk home. I want to get tea, but I don't think that would probably be a good idea. I gotta try to get my brain working for the walk and then just the overall day. It's not really there anymore. And then I probably got to deal with some idiots today, which is weird because it's hard to like think right now. But anyways, I got like less than a minute. Well, I got exactly a minute. So I'm just gonna get off now. I got some videos to upload one day, I guess when I get home. But okay, that's my 39 minutes of talking. So, alright, peace.